Hey y'all, hey my selfish babes. It is your girl Olanike Osibowale here with another Selfish Babes Selfish Talk podcast. Thank you guys for joining me. Okay, now if you want to watch the video to this podcast, make sure you are subscribed to the VIP section of my Selfish Babe app that is available in all app stores, so you can watch the video of this podcast. If you're listening, thank you. I love you guys. Thank you for supporting. Make sure to rate this podcast 5 stars and leave your review. So in today's episode, I want to talk about consistency because this has been a topic that has come up for me recently. And I think the last podcast I dropped was in October, the end of October. So now it's December of 2022. And the topic of consistency has come up for me. And it's something that I want to take more of an active role in my life in. I just did a TikTok live. If you guys are not following me on TikTok, make sure you follow me at Olanike Osibowale. It'll say The Selfish Babe. Make sure to follow me there. But I did my first TikTok live on that TikTok, and I was just talking about how I'm a life path number 5. If you guys know anything about life path numbers, I think you can Google how to calculate your life path number, but I'm a life path number 5. And I remember reading about life path number 5 that one of their biggest challenges is discipline, and that life path number 5s love freedom, which is both very, very true of me. And so I think I'm just at this point in my life where it's like, girl, if you really want to get to the next level, you have to be consistent. And so this is what, that's something that was told to me recently. And I was having a conversation with my godmother about this, and she really gave me some really great advice that I'll share with you all later on in this podcast as well. But I think in one of my podcasts I had said I am consistently inconsistent, and that's very true. I like to do things on my own time. I like to do things when I feel like it, when I'm in a mood for it. And I think I've also been consistent in my business. Like, y'all know I also own Goddess Detox as well, which is a multi-million-dollar company. And I've been consistent on that since I was 23 years old. I've been consistent on that since 7 years now. So for me, it's being consistent in other areas of my life and other businesses in my life as well, not just Goddess Detox. And so for me, having to set a schedule, having to follow schedules, having to follow guidelines is not really something I like to do. Like I said, I just kind of go by my feelings. And I feel like for me to get to the next level, it's not just going by my feelings. And so I want you, my selfish babes out there, to hold me accountable. From now, December, until at least March, okay? March of 2023, I want to make sure that I am dropping a podcast on Sunday and Thursdays. Sundays so that my selfish babes that are going somewhere on Mondays can get their motivation and get their affirmations. And Thursdays because I love Thursdays. Thursdays are Jupiter days. Thursdays represent prosperity and expansion and abundance, so that's why I picked Thursdays. But I want to drop 2 podcasts a week. I want to be more consistent, and that's like honest. Like, I really want to be more consistent. And so because I'm being honest with y'all, I want y'all to hold me accountable. If you see that, dang, Olanike said she was going to be dropping podcasts on Sundays and Thursdays, but today's Thursday and it's like 11:58 and I don't see no podcast, then y'all need to go in my DMs on Instagram, either at Selfish Babes or either at Olanike Osibowale, and y'all need to be like, hey Olanike, where's the podcast? Eye emoji, eye emoji, eye emoji, question mark. So I'm affirming that none of y'all have to do that, because I am honestly taking myself really seriously when it comes to this next level in my life, and I want to be more consistent with my podcast, among other things. That's just one of the things I want you guys to help me with if I ever fall short. But when I was on my live, it was a few selfish babes that were on. Hi guys, if you guys were on, and I say thank you guys for joining and chatting with me, because it was really helpful. And we were just all talking about consistency, and I'm not the only one that needed help in that department. And I shared that I would be sharing some affirmations regarding consistency, but I want to share with you guys one of the things that I'm working on when it comes to consistency in terms of my morning routine. I'm not usually one to have a morning routine. I do like to stretch. I do like to say my affirmations, yes, but it's not I wouldn't call it a morning routine. Other people may. But I had put one of the things that, and I wrote in my journal, right? Make sure you guys are writing in your journal. For me, yeah, writing in my journal in the morning times has been very therapeutic. I've been able to do a lot more self-reflection that I have been loving, and be able to just think about things, think about my perspective of things, have my perspective change. And just that quiet time in the morning, just writing my thoughts or writing affirmations has been really, really helpful. But one of the things I wrote is commit to a morning routine. And this is the morning routine, okay? I said affirmation and prayer in the morning. Movement can include either dancing, using the treadmill for cardio, or stretching. So it doesn't have to be something that's rigorous or straining, just moving the body, you know, because, you know, after we sleep, you know, I feel like our muscles cramp back up, and so as we get ready for the day, you know, it's good to warm them up with some movement. Vitamins and smoothies, or smoothies and or fruit. So I can like get up and brush my teeth, take a shower, do my affirmations, and then get right to my laptop and get right to doing what I need to do. And so because of that, I can not take vitamins or my smoothies sometimes if I don't get it in early enough, because I'll forget by the time it's midday. And so I really want to take my health more serious when it comes to getting in my vitamins and my smoothies and my nutritional food daily. And then I also put something sweet in my mouth. That's just me, a personal thing that I like to do. I know that for me, having something sweet is something spiritual for me. Like, I know that, like, since I was a child, like 8, I used to like eat bags of candy, and I know that that's a bad habit. Like, I've probably cut back way more now, but I used to eat bags of candy. And I didn't think I really understood why, but I really think the essence of sweetness and joy has something to do with that. And so for me, if I eat something sweet in the morning, even if it is a piece of candy, and y'all like, oh my God, you eating candy in the morning? Yes, girl. For me, it's a spiritual thing. It's like, for me, if I'm eating that candy, it just reminds me of the sweetness of life and the joy of life. And so for me, I can experience that through my taste buds. So me writing that I want to have something sweet in my mouth in the morning time is just to get my energy prepared for that, get my energy in that kind of mindset before the rest of the day goes. And then I put meditate. So Monday through Friday, that's what I want to commit to in terms of a morning routine: affirmation and prayer, movement, vitamins and smoothies, something sweet in my mouth, and meditation. And I have actually started doing this on a consistent basis. So for me, it's about consistency. It's about doing it, you know, on multiple times. So for me, I can do it, but it's about doing it multiple times so that it really becomes a habit and kind of just gets me into alignment of where I'm supposed to be going. So for me, like I told you guys, I'm not really a person that likes schedules. I really don't care for shit like that. I really don't care for too much routine either, but I can see now as I'm doing it how it's preparing me better for my days, how my mindset is different throughout the day, and like it gears me for that next level. And so for my selfish babes that were like, oh my God, like I really want to work on consistency, I want to give you some of the affirmations I wrote for myself. All right, yeah, I want to give you some of the affirmations I wrote for myself. Ooh. All right, so here's some of the affirmations that I came up with for me to be more consistent, and I'm affirming it helps you too, selfish babe. So let's get started. I am open and ready to being more consistent for my betterment. I am open and ready to be more consistent for my betterment. I am open and ready to being more consistent for my betterment. I am open and ready to being more consistent towards the vision I have for myself. I am open and ready to being more consistent towards the vision I have for myself. I am open and ready to being more consistent towards the vision I have for myself. I am open and ready to being more consistent for my riches and personal freedom. I am open and ready to being more consistent for my riches and personal freedom. I am open and ready to being more consistent for my riches and personal freedom. Let's go through them again. I am open and ready to being more consistent for my betterment. I am open and ready to being more consistent for my betterment. I am open and ready to being more consistent for my betterment. I am open and ready to being more consistent towards the vision I have for myself. I am open and ready to being more consistent towards the vision I have for myself. I am open and ready to being more consistent towards the vision I have for myself. I am open and ready to being more consistent for my riches and personal freedom. This one is my favorite. I am open and ready to being more consistent for my riches and personal freedom. I am open and ready to being more consistent for my riches and personal freedom. I had another one that I had written down that came up for me when I was journaling. And it's okay to be consistent and dependable. It's okay to be consistent and dependable. It's okay to be consistent and dependable. So when I talk about being more consistent towards the vision you have for myself, this was the conversation I had mentioned that I had with my godmother. My godmother had given me the advice in terms of being more consistent. I'm sharing you the advice that my godmother gave me. And she was just like, you have to have a vision for yourself, because when those days come that you don't feel like doing the thing, you're going to have to sit with that vision. You're going to have to see that vision, and you're going to have to feel that vision. And when you sit with that vision and see that vision and feel that vision, you're going to have that motivate you to do the thing that you need to do to get to where you're going. And so what I took from that is that I may not feel like doing certain things all the time. I mean, I feel like doing certain things all the time that I know are going to get me to where I want to get to. But if I have a vision that's grand enough and strong enough, then on those days that I really don't feel like it, I can sit with that vision. I can meditate with that vision, and I can say, okay, Olenike, let's go do it. Let's just do this. Even if it's only for a little bit, let's just do it. Because I know that this energy that I'm giving out into the universe is going to come back to me in the manifestation that I want for myself. And so for me, I thought that was really amazing advice. And I thought that I need to revisit the vision that I had for myself and write it down. And so for the past 3 days or so, I have been adding more into my vision that I see for myself, and anything new that pops up, I add it in again. And so to you, selfish babe, I really urge you to have a vision for yourself. What is the vision for your life? What is going to motivate you to do the things that you want to do? To do the thing that you need to do to get to where you're going, right? There's things that I do, like for example, the podcast. I love doing the podcast, but I'm not always in the mood to do the podcast. And so if I'm not in the mood to record, I'm just not going to record. And I think I told you guys that before in one of my last podcast episodes. But because I know that there is an energy of consistency that goes with my podcast and gets it to where I want it to go, I'm gonna have to show up more, and I'm gonna have to do it even when I really don't want to do it. And that's not because I don't like doing the podcast. It's just that I can feel good one day and then I may not feel good the next day, you know? And so for me, it's just like, okay, well, overall, what's the vision? Does the vision include this podcast being up on a consistent basis? Yes? Okay, bitch. Then we're recording. So like I told you guys, from now until March of 2023, I'll be dropping on Sundays and Thursdays, so definitely check out for that. I'm affirming that you guys enjoyed this episode. Make sure to rate it 5 stars. Make sure to post a review. Make sure to share it in your stories at Selfish Babe with an S, as well as at Olenike Osi Bawale. Make sure to tag me. And if you do not have my affirmations and self-love app, make sure you download it today. You'll get daily affirmations at no cost to you. And make sure, if you want to see this video and all the things that I'm offering for the Selfish Babe VIPs, I'll be offering more prayers, the videos to the podcast, the things that I use in my daily life that I really love. Like, I've been wanting to post where I get my spiritual candles from that I really recommend and love. And so stuff like that I'll be sharing in for the Selfish Babe VIPs, journal prompts, etc. So make sure you subscribe within the Selfish Babe app. I love you guys so much. Affirming you guys have a wonderful day and or evening. Peace.